Good morning, treasure hunters and explorers. As you can see from my hoodie, it's the first day of fall today, and it was about in the 50s last night, so I think we're going to have an early winter. Anyway, I just got back from a great trip with a couple of my treasure hunting partners and friends. We were able to get training on John's new drone, which is going to be a great tool for us in the future. We're in the process of getting our drone licenses so we can fly commercially and work with other people as well as do our own research and things with the drone. Anyway, we were able to see the drone in action, to learn to fly it, and to be able to use the thermal features from the thermal camera, and this is going to be a great tool in our research and in discovery. We were able to use the drone in the field, and we were actually able to discover some old Spanish mines with the drone. These mines are not on any map, they're not in any database, they're not in any claim record, and so it's very interesting to be able to find these type of things and overlay it with other research that we have. For instance, if you're looking for a cache of Spanish gold and you find old Spanish mines nearby, then you can put two and two together and figure out where the resource came from. Anyway, we also found some new monuments with the drone, and we're able to explore these and learn some new things. One of the monuments had some view holes through the monument, and it was pretty spectacular to see what the view holes told just by looking through them. The areas that it showed, the shape of the view holes, and what that translated to physically on the ground. Now, I'm not going to show all of that in my YouTube video, but those things can be found on my Patreon page. That's deeper research, that's much more telling, and some of the things that we found in the mines also going to be on there, and some of the research that I'm just not going to put on YouTube. It's a lot of hard work, a lot of expense in traveling and getting this equipment, and we've got to be able to recover it somehow, and so hopefully Patreon can help, and hopefully it will be able to help our viewers, our subscribers to Patreon as well, because there's some very, very profound information from these discoveries. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the video. First of all, the drone trainer came down and met with us. We spent most of the day flying the drone, learning about safe operations, learning about how to do pre-flight checks, how to take off, how to land, about some of the different features, about running and operating the regular camera, the thermal camera, the rangefinder, the GPS information, and also how to do mapping. Anyway, this drone will do it all, and so it's going to be a great feature. We were able to learn how to read the thermal camera, and then we were able to take that into some of the other areas that we wanted to use it on in this general vicinity, and find some mines that we suspected were there but couldn't find before. So anyway, it was very, very productive. It was a great time. We were able to take leaps and bounds in the directions that we want to go. We were able to make great progress in directions with this new technology. Anyway, new technology does not preclude boots on the ground in these areas, in your research areas, and finding the clues that put together the scenario that leads to discovery. I emphasize that the Spanish had their methods and their means of recording and of keeping track of different locations and documenting in their own way. They're very secretive about it, and yet they had a standardized method, because the people that were responsible for transportation, for transporting the bullion, the mining ore back and forth between the mines and Mexico City, where the bullion was processed and refined, they had to have a means that when they got to the location that they were able to find what they were supposed to recover and to pack back to Mexico. And so we're unlocking some of these things and finding how this system was put together. And yet each site has its own little twist on things. And so just uncovering, learning about one site can help with another site, but it doesn't always guarantee success. Anyway, we had a great trip. It was a fun time. It was nice and cool and overcast, a little bit windy, a little bit windier than we would have liked. But it was an epic trip of discovery. We're checking on the values of these mines to see if it's possible to claim them, if they're viable, but they do look very good at this time. It's very exciting. Anyway, if you have any comments, please like, share, and subscribe so the channel can grow, so we can bring you more information and continue this process of this journey of discovery. And you can take this journey of research and discovery with us as we learn new technologies and as we discover new things in the field. Thank you.